So recently I made a really boneheaded mistake. I needed to move a storage container in my backyard about 4 feet, but I had finally thought I was done with the work in my backyard, so I closed in the fence. Can't get big heavy machinery in there. So I needed to come up with a way to manually move, a 6,000 to 8,000 pound storage container by hand. Tried out this Neiko 5-ton cable pull or cable come along, whatever you want to call it. And you know what? It really surprised me. Hey guys, Toolman Tim here. Welcome back to the workshop where we create community, find freedom, promote preparedness, and share success. Back with another gear review for you. Real quick, you want to know more about me? toolmantim.co. Run by there. All my links are in the description below. So like I said, I had to move a sea can, as we call them here in Alberta, or a storage container. I'm also going to tell you another stupid story. I went and bought one, paid $70 for it, broke it in 3 minutes because I didn't know how to use a come-along. Yeah, I know. Didn't follow the instructions. I want to show you something. So I ordered this one on Amazon. Ended up getting a killer deal. I'm not going to hold this the whole video, just so you know. Right there. But it has 3 cables, or 3 hooks right here. These two, when you hook them together and you put the pulley on there like that, it doubles the capacity. I don't need to hook up that extra pulley. I'm just going to hook it up and start ratcheting. And the thing moved about 1/4 inch and snap, broke the cable right in half. So I do stupid things too. So I decided to switch up. I picked up this Neiko brand. I've had some really good luck with Neiko products on Amazon. It's just one of those Chinese import companies. I have some impact Allen keys and I have some nut driver sets that have held up surprisingly well. So what do the people say about this? Got 4.2 star rating on Amazon out of about 850 reviews. Right now it's just over $47. So it's considered a 5-ton. It's got 3 hooks on it. So that's 10,000 pounds in theory it should pull. And it did. I'll show you some footage of me moving that storage container just using this, and it was beautiful. Now, what do I love about it? Big, beefy handle with this kind of rubbery plastic grip right there. The cable was a little thicker than the last one I had. All kind of galvanized ratcheting mechanism. The heavy-duty hooks. These I could live without. I know they need to be there, those little safety catches, but I end up bending those because I try to put the chain in there and it just frigs it up. Ratcheting action. Super smooth. This one here, you just kind of push it all the way forward, pull it all the way back, and it was coming. I was moving it about 1 inch to 1.5 inches at a time. It was working really well. Quick tip, chalked it up, put skids under it. I used 2x6s, triple layered, covered them in Dawn dish detergent, scrubbed it in, and it slid across really well. The beast weighs just over 13 pounds, so you're not going to want to carry it around all day. It's not horrible, but it is heavy and kind of cumbersome. It's got 5/16 cable, which is a little thicker. I think that's why they rate this one at 5-ton instead of all the other similar size ones at 4-ton. Just makes me feel a little better to have that extra cable, the extra diameter of cable there. So the big thing about a come-along is, if you've never used one before, watch some videos. Take about a half an hour and learn how to use them. They're not that difficult. You just want to know how to set them up. One cable on one side, one cable on the other, get it under tension, and then start ratcheting. Now I want to show you the one thing that I didn't know about. You can see that spring right there. In the position it's in right now, that's for release. And then you just take it, push it to the back, and now it ratchets the other way. It seems too simple for it to work that way. I didn't know that's how it worked. Had to watch a bunch of videos before somebody explained it. That's all there is to it. You can change the direction that it ratchets by doing that, so that once you have it under tension, you pull it back and it gradually releases the tension. Now, the only downside to these, and they're all like that, is releasing the cable that gets bound up in there. So if you start a long ways out, you crank it in, suck it all the way back, and then you need to release it and repeat the process. Well, that can be a little bit tricky. I found the easiest way is once you have the tension released, make sure there's nothing that can grab this right here. So there's spring-loaded catches right in there. Make sure that's off so that the wheel can freewheel. Once you do that, hook the end of it to something very sturdy, pull back and pull, because all that tension, as that cable's winding up inside, compacts it right in there, makes it really tight. And it can be very difficult to get it out of there. I haven't found a better tip for doing that. I just have to manhandle it. So make sure the gear wheel is freewheeling, hook it up to something, grab a hold and pull, and that'll help release the tension that it's under. Always recommend wear gloves, wear safety glasses when you're working with anything like that under tension. But what I loved about the Neiko brand was when you pick it up, it feels substantial. When you crank on the handle feels substantial. And no matter how much strain you put on the machine, it never feels like it wants to snap and let go while you're using it. Now here's something I started reading through the literature. Say you wanted to do some home butchering or you needed to lift up a vehicle off the ground to work on it. It actually has 2-ton capacity for straight pull vertical lift. Now, most of them don't list that at all. A lot of them say specifically on the packaging, don't use for vertical lift. But this one right in the promotional material says you can do vertical lift up to 2 ton. So it makes it a slightly more versatile item. All right, guys, what'd you think? It's kind of slick, hey? It's one of these items. It's kind of like a bottle jack. You know, you buy it once. You may not need it for the next 3 or 4 years, but you have it once it's bought. You buy quality, or at least decent quality for the job you need to do, and then you've got it. And then all of a sudden, you're going to find other uses for it. So now I have it. I'm happy with it. It most certainly meets the Toolman Tim seal of approval. Interested in picking it up? Always got the Amazon affiliate links in the bottom right there. That helps support the content that I put out. If you want to hang around, hit the subscribe button. Stick around. Introduce yourself in the comments. Come by, join the Telegram group. To me, that's the best place to get to know one another, to share our information. You can send me review requests, and I'll work on them for you guys. So that's it for me this week. Thanks for dropping by the workshop. And as always, stay happy, stay healthy, and have a great week.